Hello, everybody. Now, I recently heard someone say, you never see a poor farmer, do you? It was a passing comment. They thought they were being, quite clever with that comment. They thought they'd really stumbled upon a genius insight. You never see a poor farmer. And of course, they were insinuating all farmers are rich because you don't see poor farmers. But actually, if you think about that phrase a little more, you realize it's misunderstood. You never see a poor farmer, so they're all rich. No, you just never see the poor farmers. You don't see them. Why? Because they're poor. And they don't go out because they can't spend money on anything because they're poor. They're usually in debt, honestly. I'm a farmer. I know poor farmers. I know them. Decent people, but they're poor. But you don't see them. You don't see them in a flashy Range Rover or in the pub or spending money or they're going out or doing stuff that would make them seen. You don't see them. You might see them in a tractor in a field or farming, their job. You don't see them, but they're there. And in fact, I actually think most farmers are quite poor in this country. I'm in the UK, but I really think that's the case. And if you still don't believe me, I think the thing is, I think you see people that look like farmers that are rich, really wealthy. And what they are landowners. Land's a really, really valuable asset, at least here in the UK, but in most places in the world, land is so valuable. So you see people that own land, usually means they've sold some in the past, or they're doing some other enterprise that is generating a lot of wealth off that land. But God knows it's not farming. I mean, it's just, you don't really have to look too far into this to figure it out. The farming doesn't make a bunch of money. It can be done really well, and obviously you get what's it called? Economies of scale. If you own more land, you can produce more food or goods, make more money, so the wealth goes up. But on if average data, they actually publish the data. I remember doing some training in my industry, and they published the data, and they showed us the data, and the average farm, obviously it was all like kind of averages, but average farm was making a loss in the UK, losing money. That was just what it is. And yeah, so you don't see poor farmers. No, you don't see them, and you're not going to see them. Sorry. You will see the odd guy, in a very, very nice green jacket, probably going hunting or fishing or shooting and doing one of those fantastic pursuits. But, if you're there, ask me if he's a farmer. It's unlikely. But that's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not, this isn't a poor me sob story video. I hate people like that. I love my industry. I'm very happy with what I'm doing and the reasons I'm doing it, certainly. So don't come at me. But yeah, that's that. And I think a lot of people just do it for the love of it. They do it because I'm on a bit of a rant now, but people just do it for the love of it. They do it because their family did it. They did it because they're kind of forced into it through their family, and they don't want to let go of the asset that's the farm. So they just never look into any other career options. They do it because they're not encouraged to pursue any other career options, even though they might be quite good at other things. I've seen this in people my age, young guys, who just fucking don't like what they're doing, but they just, I don't know, they do it anyway. Farming, at least in the UK, is the most dangerous industry. The most dangerous industry. The most deaths is in farming. And it's a pretty small industry. And most of those deaths are suicide. And you don't see the poor farmers. Yeah, it's probably because they're dead. They probably killed themselves. Sorry, that's brutal. That's a little bit of a rant, but I'm not, ask anyone that knows me. I'm not one of these guys that moans about anything. I'm a happy guy. But I hope that clears that question up and maybe sheds a bit of light on the industry or that question, if that was in your mind. I think I'll sign off there. I'll leave it. I'll do some more ranting another time. Thank you and goodbye.